I don't know why it's fucking being stupid, but I can't use my controls like I normally would. But we're still gonna play, because I'm not letting technical difficulties be the end of this. So. There's just an open door to my fucking room. Like, what the hell? Edgar Swansea, reach the pharmacy. Nice to know that I can get back up in there if I need to. Where's my goal? This way. Cochrane Tibbets. Dr. Tibbets. Brannigan. Who are you?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
No thanks, sir. Unless you're able to get rid of every rat in London.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite
Welcome to the
fragile
stream.
since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Good old opium. I can't remember. Can I see blood through like fucking walls and shit?
I cannot enter.
And I can't just teleport over it? Past it?
What must I do? What must I do?
Ugh. You're such an arsehole, you are. A real arsehole. Alright, sorry about that brief intermission. I had to make sure that my streaming software is doing the right thing. Be a real shame if it wasn't, and we were more than a couple minutes in. Anybody who I might not care about sucking the blood out of? Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take out all the city's crime first, because why not? I killed a gang boss already, and he may have been a good person, but I don't care. That's my rules. And then we'll help out the friendlies, and if I feel that I need a lot of blood later, I'll cash in on my, my investments, if you will. Yoink. Crying. Nope, not going in that door. Not going in that door. Rest to evolve. Wait a second, how do I have experience? Killing that big guy, I guess? I know where I'm at. I know exactly where I'm at. Really unfortunate there's not like a sprint button. Poplar flowers.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Too bad there's not like a stealth bite.
Die, vermin! Oh my god!
Sorry about the brief interlude. I had to assist with a baby tortoise. Ow, that looked painful, buddy. This is just such a fun game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I fairly enjoy combat here. I don't know why the big bad guys are so much tougher, though. Maybe that's what it is, the not being able to deal with something. Where did I come from? Over here? Nope. Can I teleport up? I bet I can. I don't think it'll get me anywhere.
I cannot enter.
I'd step back, sir. Sir, step away now. Mine. Crush the leech, boys. Watch it.
Combat drains do not apparently give you very much. Little close. I see a person. Oh boy, I see a bunch of persons. Let's not try 3 yet. I've mastered 2. To an extent, but 3 might be pushing it. And I don't need to go that direction just yet anyway. So. Yes. There's law that he spread all over the city. Puffy water. spring and grease. Oh boy, that's a tough one. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Fuck. That's rough. Yes, vampires, hard to kill. I'm gathering that. I don't know how the fuck I'm meant to even stand a chance against them, though. Yeah. Sorry about that. Distractions are and always will be just that, distractions. Okay, so not ready to deal with tough vampires yet. I don't know if that's just me being unskilled or if the combat is just very punishing. Like there's not a difficulty setting that I've seen, so and that's not been added yet. Apparently that's coming. Go figure. The game's tough. Why are my frames so shitty? Oh. Well, I'm running at 2K though. Why am I getting such bad frames? It doesn't seem at all right. I guess I could run at 1920 by 1080. It would make me really sad, but... Hey! Oh god, no! No! I won't do it, not even for the frames. He just looks too shitty. So So I probably need to make some healing potions and start like stocking those, because apparently that's an issue. My self-healing isn't strong enough. I need to make that stronger too. I'm seeing some weaknesses here. My attacks aren't strong enough, and my healing isn't adequate for my injuries. So that is something that we need to address. Sodium hydrochloride. Yes, that's what I want. I want a surgical blade. I'm using the machete right now, which is fucking weird, because I thought I was using the hatchet. Okay. Use the hacksaw. I need to gather some materials.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
How do I get water? For my flower. Okay, so can't make any more of this stuff. That's fine. Okay, upgrade this hacksaw if we can. So I need common handle parts. That looked bad.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Attempting to.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Need a common handle part.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening,
Not what I was
Doctor.
trying to do.
Still trying to save lives?
Goodbye, Milton.
Get away. I want this. Oh no. I need all the medical ingredients that I can gather. So that I can make healing serums and
They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
oh yes, yes. Very, very horrifying indeed. Oh.
Another night with the world's Italian
Codeine. All the medical stuff. Yes. I am supposed to talk to Edgar.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time. And now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
See, that's just shitty subtitling. interesting. Uh-huh. Knowledge is power, they say. And I possess knowledge. Been appointed as a medic by mistake during the war. Interesting. He's a medical shinobi.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I wish to speak to you more.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
That was a very not
We'll see each
helpful
other
answer.
again soon, Edgar.
You very clearly didn't tell me if I was allowed to eat people. It was more of a, yeah, that's what you need to do. Well, helpful. Thank you. Ooh, boy. What you got for me? All the stuff. I need all the stuff. I know. Raiding the supplies. It's leaving. I know. But I'm dying here.
It's locked. It's locked.
Lame. Just saying. Maybe I need to go talk to Dr. Chandana. I do want to improve my hacksaw. Need a common handle part still. I want to use that as my blade. I'm going to really embrace my vampire doctor roots. There he is. Chandana! Rakesh! No windows. He's fine. We'll go out the stairs. Yes. If I can find the stairs. Rakesh.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Tomorrow. Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Let's trade.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just...
Our trade. Well, it seems like you've got all the medical ingredients.
Tomorrow.
Which is good.
Good
because
evening.
That's what I need.
Have you heard of someone...
Pardon me, sir.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir. But I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
It does say something, actually.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I'm managing a train.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Have I learned anything about you, Dr. Ackroyd?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Nah, I'm sure you'll find time for me.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
Helpful?
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
God damn, they've let so many flies in here.
Good evening, sir. Doctor. So many.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Mortimer Goswick.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
No, it's fine.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I was gonna say, the hospital's doing fine, honestly. Have you seen everywhere else? We're doing great. Miss TV's been effective. Wait, who are you? Now you look awful familiar.
Flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk.
Redfield.
You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
That's a nice reference.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
She's a vampire, I'm pretty sure.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
It does not appear that I can talk to him yet. Dr. Tibbets. I haven't spoken to her yet. I'm pretty sure I can't reach her yet.
And what
or
of
I
my
couldn't.
own life?
I bet the door opens now, though. Yep.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you.
What's up?
You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type
actually.
of idle gossip.
I don't know yet.
God's honest
It is getting
truth,
to that
Doctor.
time,
It's just the way it is here.
I don't know.
Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
So Nightmare mode is Batman Arkham Knight on hard, but you don't get a counter prompt. So if something's about to hit you, you have to just be paying attention and press the counter button yourself. So you won't know it's coming. The other thing is, I think the enemies do get slightly stronger. I'm not sure. And I think Joker makes some references to the fact that it's a second playthrough. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference. And the reason I'm putting that off is because once I do that, I'm probably not going to stream Batman again. Like, probably not for a long time. So, I'm just trying to make it last.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving
not
in
really
such a
scary.
manner
I mean,
here.
It'll piss me
This
off,
is your
but
business,
it's not scary.
Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Nurse Pippa Hawkins.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
They have disgust on every street corner.
Did I pass her? What the hell? Okay, you're being a real asshole. Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have said the truth.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
Ouch.
Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
I mean, you're on the job.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report
Yeah,
me
I
for
do
that,
too. I kept forgetting.
just feel free, Doctor.
I have no
Do it while you're
intention
in
of
the stream.
reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But
me
are
finish
you
this
aware
conversation.
of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I will give it to you if I can. Just, I do ask that you don't go crazy with it. Obviously, there's not anybody to really moderate yet, so I'm not really that worried, but at the same time, just, you know, Be cautious. There you go. I did it. There you go. It should be working now. Okay. Back to the game. Just minimize all this. Alright. Yeah, like I said, just don't go crazy.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
Nice.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
It should have worked. It gave me the message. Yeah, you've got a moderator symbol next to your name. It worked. It does when I look at it. I think you just need to update your webpage.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
I mean... Hey, look at you. Maximum experience. It's a good thing that I don't deem you necessary.
What can you tell?
Let me get...
Nope, nothing.
Goodbye now.
You better hope that I don't deem you necessary to drain, because I got you. I got you maxed out now, lady. Where is Dorothy? Edgar, Pippa, Rakesh, Waverly, Rowe, Harvey, Ashbury, Milt. There's Gwyneth. I should probably go make some more health potions before I leave the hospital. Let's go do that now. Alright, yeah, sorry, I did give it to you though. Like, if it doesn't show up, I'll try to do it again next time I stream, but I don't think it's gonna do me any good doing it again now. Alright, let's make some potions. Maybe, evolve a bit, since I've got some experience. Oh yeah, boy. I can only make 2 though. Do I have a treatment for fatigue? No, I do not. Let's make a treatment for fatigue. We'll hold off on making any of these other treatments until I know I need them, but I like that I have ingredients now. Can I upgrade my hacksaw? I cannot, I still need common handle parts. I am using these. No, I'm not. I'm not using the scythe, I'm using the hatchet. I want to use that. Tiny common handle part and a lead stick. Oh, I've already got the common listed knife. Degree stamina consumption. Absorb blood points. Go ahead and put that shotgun on though. I like the Liston knife, and it's powerful to an extent. Yeah, I don't think the stake actually does any damage. It's just for stunning. Put the shotgun on. Sorry, flies. Let's evolve real quick, like. What are these? Ultimate abilities. Tactical abilities. A supernatural move to your target. Can cause damage upon landing. Ooh, no, we should probably upgrade autophagy. 200 healing. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated wounds. What's this? Lowers the cost. Or no, increases the cost. More blood to heal yourself instantly. Gain an additional boost on your health regeneration. Greater autophagy. I think we'll go down here, but that requires level 12. We'll go ahead and spend some points on this because I could definitely use more. I need level 12 for that, and I don't have enough experience. Shadow vortex at your targets. Feet coming to life in the shadows. Level 10. I don't have a high enough level. Blood cauldron. Should target anything nearby. Now carry 3 syringes on you, or 3 serums on you. Oh yeah, no, these are good to have. Let's go ahead. Unlock the medical bag. Number of bullets. These are percentages. Stamina might be helpful to have. Oh, so my level increases as I spend my experience. That's interesting. Increase your blood capacity. Only 5%. Can I upgrade my claws to do, or to cost less? Yes, I can. But I need 2,000. Ugh, that's expensive. I need more experience though. The following night. Mortimer Goswick has healed up. Now he is healthy. My mesmerized level is still 1. I don't know how you get that higher. By draining the weak, I guess. Not really sure. So containers respawn every night. Nice to know. Well, most containers apparently respawn every night. Never mind. Containers respawn occasionally.
To calm the children, Helen. What?
Oh, be fitting. Waverly Acroid. I don't need to talk to Pippa. I need to talk to Crane and Brannigan.
I met him in New York once.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, Dorothy. Welcome back. So we need to find... Goddamn flies. We need to find Dorothy. I don't know where Dorothy Crane is at, actually. Pizza, nice. Down. This way. Ooh, are those goodies? No, no they're not. That is, though. Got to collect my medical supplies, yo. So I can be all doctors-like.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
I guess I just like waited for her to go before I walked over here. Let's go do it. Including blind skulls and preachers. Interesting. Popular sewers. District status healthy. We need to grow our strength.
He's locked the door behind him.
Clever.
I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Try to become an affiliate. I'll quit your preaching. I'll come get you. Yeah, no, I want to become an affiliate. I mean, I don't It sounds terrible to say that I feel like people should pay me for this because I don't necessarily know that I feel that way yet. But I do want to get to a point where I can do this as a job because this is something I thoroughly enjoy doing. You didn't see nothing. But yeah, no, that's definitely what I intend to do. I want to become affiliate, and I want to start reaching higher follower counts, and I want to start getting ad revenue from that, and getting people to follow, and being involved with an audience. You know, I want people to want to watch me. I mean, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to answer your earlier question. The only way that this is even slightly like Batman probably is the stealth combat. And even then, the stealth is like very limited. I really wish there was a sneak feature. Or like stealth takedowns, but there's really not. Gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts you. I like to think I get more experience from actually draining people, but I don't know that. I like that I can get back up anywhere that I come from, though. But I don't feel like I was meant to be here yet. My exploration senses are tingling. Let's see what else there is to be had. Go check on him. So there's somebody here that I need to investigate now that I've seen them.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Ooh, it's like, hey, you can drain him right now. I'm like, 350 experience isn't that great. It's not really that great. We'll come back for you later, Oswald. The following night. Quinine. Clovis. Now, is that an exit or a... I'm not gonna test it. Shillings and shotgun shells. I will admit, I do like that I can always come back and investigate an area later. For the most part, like, I can come back to an area.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can come back to an area later and the enemies will respawn, which I like. To an extent, at least. That's how it works. Oh.
What sort of creature is this?
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry about that. Phone calls. Oh, fuck. We're gonna drain you a bit, buddy. I need some blood. Stamina back and teleport. Son of a bitch. Reload, reload. Oh, stamina. That sucks. Train, motherfucker.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Dorothy to get help. Just find Darius.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. This is despicable.
Kind of, yeah. So you're a doctor who was attacked and became a vampire, and you work at a hospital, and you help people. And it's not just detective work, but more often than not, yes, you're doing detective work to try to figure out shit, try to solve problems, if you will. So, yeah. So yeah, you do have to do like some detective work, but there's also combat, and I kind of enjoy the combat, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's kind of fun being a vampire. Although for real, like, what is with my eyes? There's no way I could blend in. I mean, it's like Batman if he had vampire powers and killed people and didn't look cool. I guess my character looks okay, but kinda, I guess. Is there anybody nearby? Ooh, I see some. Oh, ooh. Just gonna have to ask you to give me a donation to the Bank of Blood. Right. Batman doesn't kill people. Not my Batman, anyway. Oh. Oh. Oh, you motherfucker. Uh-oh. There's a lot of people here. Ah! We're gonna drain you.
Fuck, he's dead!
Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright, I think we're gonna end it for now. I'll be back on later tonight.